From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, we've got all the latest hot topics on deck, and Wendy's ready to break it all down. Plus, he's a Hollywood legend, and she's rock and roll royalty. George Hamilton and Kimberly Stewart are here, telling us about their new reality show. And make the burger that brings them all to the yard. Top Chef All-Star Spike Mendelsohn shows us how. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Fantastic. How you doing? I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for... You know it. Thank you. Oh. Oh. You're too kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, we're live out in New York at 10. It's like 1 minute after. 5:30 this morning, the alarm goes off, because now we have Shaquille, so, you know, there are responsibilities before myself. Like feeding him and then waiting to take him outside to go to the bathroom. I'm walking in the backyard, walking. The sprinklers came on. Like, this is like really, dog moms? This is what we do? In the middle of walking, I'm soaked. He's soaked, but rolling and having fun. Half hour I spend, I'm waiting for him to, you know, do his business. He doesn't do it. As soon as we get back inside, all over the kitchen floor, splat. Loose. Okay. So I'm happy to be here with you all. I'm working on the boy. I'm going to break him before winter, because doggone it, I can't deal with the snow and the... Anyway. Miranda Lambert and Blake Shelton are over. Well, I wasn't shocked, because, you know, the ground starts to swell before the breakation happens. They've been together for 10 years, married for 4. They have no children. He filed. All right, well, look, let me tell you something. Divorce is enough, but he who files first kind of wins, just in the name of public opinion. So he filed first. I feel bad for her. I got filed first, you know, one time, years ago. I told you, I was married for 5 months. We had a big wedding, 200 people, the whole bit. You know, we came back, honeymoon in Brazil, and then it was just done. He spit in my face. I was like, we'll talk about that another time. The point is, I win. Look where I am. But look, right? You know, I wanted to file first, but he got around to it, and he snuck up and put anyway, a delivery of sneakers. I thought that it was sneakers. It was a brick in a box, because I have big feet, so my feet are heavy like bricks. The sneakers would have been heavy. I open it up. It's a brick and divorce papers. Anyway, with Blake, apparently he admitted that he fell in love with Miranda. See, because sometimes how you meet someone is how you lose them. In 2005, while he was married, And his wife was either in the audience, backstage, or at home watching the CMTs, the Country Music Awards. Exactly. And so I feel like, you know, they're both very good-looking people, so neither will have a problem moving on. He's 6'5", and he openly flirts with women on The Voice. You see that. He is a good-looking guy. Her weight goes up and down. Currently, it's down. You know when you lose weight, you feel like a new woman? You know? And so maybe she started feeling herself, allegedly, with 2 men on the side. Allegedly. And then he complains because they used to be drinking buddies, you know, he and Miranda, but because she's, you know, the weight, she quit. And so, yeah, so he was by himself to drink. I don't know, you know, it's always sad to see marriages break apart, but somehow it's sadder if you have kids and, you know, that baggage. But being that they got out before the kids, it's a clean break, you know? And he filed, but allegedly the divorce is now done, right? Like 24 hours later, paper signed, done. Yep. That's how you do it. If you're going to do divorce, that's how you do it. Now, they say there is a matter of her 15 animals. Like she's got like llamas and dogs and cats and stuff. Take your animals and get out. I'm just saying, bye. But my bigger thought is once we get gay marriage straightened out throughout the world, not just, you know, state by state, the next thing is going to be animals. No, there will, trust me, there's going to be something with animals, because I can tell you right now, nobody's taking my Shaquille. I will fight, you know? I will fight. Anyway, so Charlize Theron recently broke things off with Sean Penn, but not with his 24-year-old daughter, Dylan. Well, we've talked about this before. This is just wrong, okay? Dylan, your father is no longer with her. Choose sides, and it should be your father's side. And Charlize, why would you even want to be involved with a child of your ex? Like, who does that? Like, who does that? You know, Halle Berry tried that when she was married to Eric Benet. Remember? His daughter, India. Halle tried to still be friends with her, taking her to the mall, braiding her hair and stuff. And I'm just looking like, really? What part of this is good? Anyway, so Halle now has her own kids, hasn't been seen with India since forever. You know, I guess it might be like a good thought from the heart originally, but it doesn't work. They only dated Charlize and Sean for 18 months. Dylan is 24, old enough to know better, but not be bossed around by her dad. And Charlize is A-list, and Dylan is trying to be an actress. And somebody in our morning meeting said, well, no, not all. Someone in our morning meeting said, well, Wendy, wouldn't it be good for Dylan to hitch her wagon to Charlize for acting roles? I said, it might be, but it's up to Charlize to open the front door and invite the relationship. Now, if Charlize intends on going on with the next man's going to have a problem with her still being cool with Dylan. I don't know why you all do this sometimes. Like, I don't really, and I'm not a cold-hearted snake, but I have snakish ways. And my way is, when I'm done with you, I'm done with your crew. That's it. That's it. And Sean's ex-wife, who's the mother of Dylan, Robin Wright, should be upset about this. Like, what are you doing still hanging around with her? You know, he's broken up with her, and I'm your mom. Grow up. Yeah. That's all. Suzanne, you were a big star yesterday.
Oh, I was?
On the after show.
Oh, well, thank you. I enjoyed it.
Well, you know, we do the after show here at Wendy on YouTube. And I was in Suzanne's office. I popped by on my Segway. And, and Suzanne was eating salad and drinking champagne.
Yes, as I do here. Yeah.
And, yeah, on her own time.
Thank you. It was fun.
And we had a nice conversation.
Yes, very nice conversation.
Did you read any of the comments?
I actually did.
Yeah, people, what were they saying?
They were, you know, reading me a little, throwing some shade.
A little, what were they saying?
Well, they said some nice things, but I'm not going to repeat what they...
the shade.
Yeah, the shade.
The shade of it all.
You know who you are.
All right. Well, the after show is on the YouTube channel if you care. Anyway, thank you, Suzanne.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Caitlyn Jenner, just when I think that I don't care anymore, you suck me in. You were so my girl. Like, okay. It's not enough that she looks beautiful in her Donatella Versace and that she goes in at the waist and flares out at the hips like snatched. But, you know, my only criticism about her is that she still sounded like a man when she talked. And so, you know, guess what? That's not a read for Caitlyn. She says that's the one issue she has with herself. When she looked back at the ESPY Awards and stuff. And you know what? Sometimes when you get in front of your own problem, you take the power away from the critics. Like us, you know? So I don't know what you do about the vocal thing, because she looked like Caitlyn, but sound like Bruce. You know? Now, apparently there are ways, we talked to somebody, Hot Topics called, there are ways to feminize the voice. Now, first of all, the most natural way is just to concentrate and bring it up. Like, why wouldn't you just concentrate and bring it up? But the other way is that you can take hormones for years. The thing about taking hormones is that it might bring the voice up, but it might produce that tuft of hair between your breasts. I'm very skeptical about hormones and tofu. Because both produce things. You ever meet somebody with a tuft of hair? No. Maybe someone in the audience has it. What about a woman with this hair right here? I mean, it happens. But then they also say there's vocal therapy. Now, to me, why pay a therapist when all you have to do is practice in the bathroom mirror and do it yourself? And then they say there's surgery. Well, she's already gotten a successful Adam's apple shave. I wouldn't go back in and tinker with the voice. You know, I would rather just affect it myself. Just do it yourself, girl. Just do it yourself. So, for your pleasure, Kate's special, I Am Kate, premieres this Sunday at 8 on E. It's actually a series, so you watch. I'll be busy. I mean, if you're going to cheat, why go to a website where you have to swipe your credit card and leave a trail? Like, when you cheat, you're supposed to pay for everything in cash, you know, and do it on your own. So you heard about this thing with Ashley Madison? 37 million cheaters are about to be exposed. AshleyMadison.com has been hacked. Their tagline is, "Life's too short, have an affair." They've been around for 9 years. Well, the hackers are threatening to out all the customers if the site isn't shut down. So now, I mean, I would like to say out them on the name of dumb. Only because, you know, the hackalation of it all. Like, some of our favorite stores get hacked, you know, and our credit card information gets stolen. Why wouldn't you think that going to Ashley Madison would be any different? And to me, it would hurt more if, you know, if he cheated with Ashley Madison than he did on his own. Because Ashley Madison is a real thought process. You know, you mean while I'm in the other room cooking dinner, you're in the other room talking to girls, and I walk in and you close the laptop? Like, this is a real thought. You swiped our credit card? You thought about, like, this wasn't some random, you really put thought into this? I don't know, I say catch him. Yeah. Catch him. So they say that One Direction fans have gone too far. I would agree with the One Direction fans. Or no, they've gone too far. Sorry. Last week, Louis, I was telling you, got a girl named Brianna pregnant. This is so stupid. I never thought this would be what I'm talking about at 51 years old. I swear to you, I swear to you, I apologize to my peers. Anyway, One Direction fans chased her out of her house, and she's now in hiding. Well, she is allegedly like a one-night stand type girl who ended up getting pregnant, but now he's accepting of this relationship. And she doesn't have social media, so they couldn't get her on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Instead, they show up at her house. Now, look, these kids these days are very serious about their I'll get you. They showed up at her house and made her so scared that she had to move into her parents' house. So apparently, Louis' parents and Brianna's parents got close over the 4th of July weekend. Even though it was a one-night stand, the kids are working it out. Jackpot. Look. All 4 parents and the 2 kids went to the ultrasound. It's a family. Louis is the oldest of 7 kids. And his mom has 17-month-old twins. I know. Look. Which means that Louis' baby and his brother and sister twins will be virtually the same age. Now, don't judge, because I know a lot of you all watching right now have kids the same age as your brother and sister, too. I'm just making a comment. I'm not judging. But all I'm saying is, One Direction fans, please back off and get a life. Like, what is the matter with you all? So, rumor Willis has a new job, and I love it. It's time for our celebrity shout-out. Hit it. Roxy Hart. Broadway, Chicago. Yeah. She's going to play Roxy Hart, which is the role that Brandy is now playing on Broadway. When Brandy leaves, Rumor will take over. I think this is perfect. Now, some shady staffers here say that Rumor can't sing. And, you know, Roxy Hart, you know, when you take over on Broadway in Chicago and you play Roxy Hart, you have to be able to have the vocal execution, which Brandy does have, as well as the legs and the whole, you know, showmanship. But you know what I say? I say, Rumor at this point is a bigger star than Brandy because we don't know her. Like, we know Brandy. Brandy's a big star. But Rumor is like this ingenue that I think people really want to know. And she will move booties to the seats at the theater. You know, go there. And if she hits a few bad notes, people won't care. She won Dancing with the Stars, so she'll make up for it in showmanship, you know, physically speaking. And, you know, good for you, Rumor. Good for you. We've got more great show for you, everybody. From E's new reality show, Stewarts and Hamiltons. Kimberly, Stewart, and George Hamilton are here. Plus, celebrity chef Spike Mendelsohn is here. He's going to show us how to cook up the perfect burger. I might even take a bite. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. So grab a snack and come on back. The stars of the Guilty Pleasure Sharknado 3, Ian Ziering and Tara Reid, join me on the couch. And I have one thing to say. I guess I've said more than that, but you know who's got your hot topics. Need I say more?
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Celebrity Fan Out. Let's go. All right. So I love you more. Thank you. Today's Celebrity Fan Out, or the first one is from Valencia W, who watches the Wendy Show on WTTG in Alexandria, Virginia. Valencia writes, "How you doing, Wendy? I was dropping my daughter off at our local rec center for summer camp when I saw Kevin Bacon. He looks good. He was there to speak to children about healthy eating as a part of the No Kid Hungry campaign. He was so easygoing, and I was honored to be able to take this pic with him. By the way, you know, he was in town, she says, because the Bacon Brothers were performing. They're on tour. Okay. Our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Luana H, who watches the Wendy Show on WNYW in Hopewell Junction, New York. Luana writes, "Hey, Wendy, how you doing? I was at the mall getting a slice of pizza when I realized my favorite funny guy was right in front of me. It was Tracy Morgan." Wow. Luana, why are you glowing? Is that a filter on your camera or is that natural glow? Are you pregnant? Anyway, she says, he was so warm and friendly, in great spirits. Tracy, by the way, you know, is going to receive his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next year. Yeah. All right, our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Martin B, who watches the Wendy Show on BET here in New York City. And Martin writes, "Hey, Wendy, how you doing?" I know, it makes me laugh every time. Like, how you doing never gets dumb to me. It just makes me smile. My friend Sue and I were in Paris. Aren't you fabulous? When we ran into Kanye West. Look. He was at a table next to ours, and as soon as he was about to leave, Sue asked him to take this photo. He was really cool about it and didn't seem to mind. By the way, the first video from Kanye's upcoming album was directed by Steve McQueen. He's the guy who directed 12 Years a Slave. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Our last Celebrity Fan Out is from Brittany S, who watches the Wendy Show on KTTV in Costa Mesa, California. And Brittany writes, "Hey, Wendy, I was at the Del Mar horse race the day after the ESPY Awards and got to meet the fabulous Caitlyn Jenner." I do have to say, along with your voice, though, your hands could have their own zip code. Anyway, I I blew her a kiss, and she invited me up to her box. She's one of the classiest women I've ever had the pleasure to meet. Caitlyn is clearly enjoying her new life, zipping and doing it all around L.A. She was recently at the Abbey Saturday night until early in the morning. We love you, Caitlyn, and thank you, everyone, for your celebrity fan outs. If you've ever had a celebrity encounter, sharing is caring. Go to wendyshow.com. George Hamilton and Kimberly Stewart are next. To talk to our first guest. One is a Hollywood icon who's been here before, and the other is the daughter of rock and roll royalty, and together they're part of a brand new show on E! It's a reality show called Stewarts and Hamiltons. Take a look.
Hollywood legends, musicians, models, bad boys, and this guy. Anywhere else, it's a party. In LA, it's a family.
It's just a totally different kind of crazy.
You got me all flabbergasted.
This summer,
How did you get my taser?
family is so LA.
There's nothing more important than family.
Please welcome Kimberly Stewart and George Hamilton. You look terrific. Have a seat,
He always looks terrific.
Yes, he does.
He makes me look bad.
Well, I must
Constantly.
say, let's give you all both. If you put each foot on the shoes, then
okay.
we'll give you some shoe cam. This is how it's going down.
I have the ugliest feet, so...
Why are you shaking like a chihuahua? Are you nervous?
Well, I'm nervous, but also these heels are so high and uncomfortable.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, it's the worst.
When you leave here, you put on flats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Is it that uncomfortable?
So,
Yeah, they are.
Well,
Let
you
me
don't...
try.
Do you want to try them?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'll try.
George, one of the great things
No.
about being a man is that you don't have to wear heels.
Well, about to.
By the way, you look
Go ahead.
terrific.
But the what?
Okay, you guys change
You
shoes?
don't change shoes.
I don't think your feet are going to fit in here.
Oh, they will. I know you have petite feet, but...
Okay.
What size do you wear, Ashley?
No, Kimberly.
Excuse me. No, I'm thinking about your brother. I'm sorry.
That's my
I'm
brother.
an 8.5.
My son.
I'm Kimberly.
Yes, no. We'll get to Ashley in a moment.
Yes, they
George,
fit perfectly.
George, how you doing?
Spartacus, we will take the Colosseum.
These
Let
are
him
much
live.
easier.
George, your tan is tanalicious.
I want to keep it.
Everything. You know, yeah. Well, here's the thing about you. Your hands match your face and your ears and the whole bit.
But
Now,
I tanned as much as I could yesterday, and then in the night I got to put a little bronzer in the ear.
yeah, okay, bronzer in the... Now, you don't use SPF, as I recall our last conversation.
You're right.
You're not nervous?
No. Well, I'm relaxed actually right now.
Have you ever had to have anything checked or removed?
I've had it checked all my life. I do that all the time. But I don't believe in the stuff they put in SPFs.
Yeah.
I think that's what creates the problems. And I
Yeah.
think the sun's fairly normal.
And I like the way your hair is done. It's great in the front and it ombres to the back. It ombres. It's very attractive. All right. Explain, George, you and Kimberly's relationship. I know it, but maybe you don't.
Well, I was married to her mother before she was born.
Right.
And so I had a son with her mother, and then we broke up. And then her mother married Rod Stewart. And then she had a son and a daughter with Rod Stewart. And then they broke up, and then Rod Stewart keeps on going. And
going and going and going.
They say the blacks are sloppy.
And I had a relationship with someone else, and I had a son. So basically, this show, you have to breed them. You can't cast them.
Right. No, you know what? I got a chance to look at the first show, and I really like it. Okay, so I'll break it down for you even more. Okay. Listen, George was married to Alana. And Alana and George, by the way, used to have a daytime talk show. They were married for 4 years.
Right.
And when they got divorced, it is said, as legend goes, that they are better as friends than they were as married people.
Right.
The son that you had with Alana, his name is Ashley.
Correct.
Ashley married Shannon Dougherty from 90210 after knowing her for like 30 seconds. And now they're divorced. Ashley is like 6'5", very handsome. He's a catch. By the way, how's he doing?
He's doing great.
Okay.
He's got a new album coming out. He's in the show. He's doing terrific.
Perfect. Isn't that handsome? So now, Kimberly's mom, Alana, who used to be married to George, went off and married Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
They were married.
Yes.
And so this is Kimberly Stewart.
This is me.
You might know her from the very famous footage where she's friends with Paris Hilton.
Yes.
On the red carpet and falls off the back of the motorcycle.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, this is her.
Thanks for bringing it up again. Yes.
No, but she's not
got past that. But
she's
now
not
we're revisiting.
No, but you're not that girl anymore.
No.
You're a mom of a beautiful 3-year-old.
Yes.
Okay. I'm exhausted.
It's amazing.
Kimberly, what do you think of your mom and George's relationship now?
I think that they're soulmates. I think they need to be together, and I got them drunk one night, and well, you have to watch to see what happens, but something happens, and it's interesting, and I think they need to be together. They're so cute together.
Yeah, that's nice.
They really are.
It's very, very rare.
Yeah.
Now, is your dad, Rod Stewart, jealous of George?
No. He's remarried and has 2 new kids, so he's not jealous in any way, shape, or form.
That's some royalty right there in that picture, right, you all?
Oh, yeah.
George, do you and Rod do anything other than, you know, talk about family? Like, do you ever go to his home, or like the two of you, do you hang out like buds sometimes?
No, we talked about girls in the past before we got married because we had similar tastes, obviously.
Yeah, young, blonde.
Well, no, but I went out with one girl that he was very enamored with, and then he went out with a girl that worked for me, and it got kind of messy because, you know, so I just said if he liked last year's crop, he should see next year's.
But, George, you know, you had a really interesting dating style. You've dated everyone from Liz Taylor, who I'm fascinated with that. Anyway, but I love you. And Kimberly, so now, is your daughter going to be an integral part of the show?
No, she's not on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is her father somebody that we know?
No, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Well, on the show, I know that you have a best friend. His name is Dean. Now, normally when a girl has a best friend...
I call him Wiener.
Wiener.
Yeah.
Why?
I just said Dean, Diener, Wiener. It progressively went like that throughout the years.
Now, normally when a girl has a best friend and she's single, he's usually, well, a lot of times he's gay, or he's straight, but he's already tapped it.
Yeah.
So we've gotten that out of the way.
No!
I'm asking.
You're jumping to conclusions. No. Wiener and I are just friends.
Okay.
100% just friends.
Yeah.
He might feel a little differently than I do,
well,
but I don't look at him like that.
But there's the tension.
There possibly is some tension
so
there, but not on my part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see a lot going on in this reality show.
Yeah,
a lot of questions that need to be answered. Will George and Alana get back together? Will Kimberly and Wiener get it on? You'll find out. Kimberly and George, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's good to see you again. Be sure to check out Stewarts and Hamiltons. It premieres July 26th at 9 o'clock on E! Up next, we're grilling burgers in the Wendy kitchen, so keep it here. Of the Guilty Pleasure Sharknado 3, Ian Ziering and Tara Reid join me on the couch. And I have one thing to say. I guess I've said more than that, but you know who's got your hot topics. Need I say more?
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Okay. There's nothing better than a delicious burger right off the grill, right? So here to show us how to make the perfect burger for your backyard barbecue is the author of The Good Stuff. Please welcome the handsome celebrity chef, Spike Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Hi, Spike. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
How you doing? Better now. Okay, so what are we making?
Okay.
I mean, obviously burgers, but how do we make them better?
All right, well, on the menu today, we got a little bit of a salsa, which has a lot of fruit in it, some cucumbers, some mangoes. We got the Wendy burger right over here.
What's that?
It's going to have some marinated mushrooms in it. It's going to have a really spicy aioli.
Yes.
And
what's
then
aioli?
Aioli is kind of like a mayonnaise, a fancy word for mayonnaise.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to add siracha to it. We're going to make it really spicy, and then we're going to wash it all down with a bourbon, vanilla, cherry, Coke slushy.
Perfect. Let's get started.
Yes.
Can I taste this?
Of course you can. You can go do whatever you want. So, Wendy, I'm going to season the burgers with salt and pepper, right? Because the idea of making a great burger is you want to season them really well. And then the other little trick is your blend of meat. I personally love using short rib at home because it's got a nice percentage of fat in it. So, ask your local butcher, what kind of meat.
Short rib?
Yeah, short rib. It's got like nice little fat. If you want a little leaner, use pieces of meat that are a little leaner.
Okay.
So the other step of cooking a great burger is having great equipment, right? So we got the George Foreman Evolved Grill over here.
This is good, by the way, Spike.
Is it good? You like it already?
Yeah.
I love that. I love the fact you're already eating it. That makes me feel good.
I'm a foodie.
Yeah, foodie. That's it. So we're gonna season them right here. And then this is a really cool machine. It has a 90-second speed burst of heat, which is happening. So we're going to let that sit, and we're going to marinate these mushrooms over here. All right, I'm going to need your help, Wendy, right over here. Can you toss these around just a little bit?
Sure.
All right. Toss it around a little bit, Wendy. There we go. Some scallions on top. So what we're going to do here is we're going to marinate these with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and thyme. And what I want to do is I want to put them on top of the burger. Okay. And then close the Foreman grill back down so it sears the actual mushrooms. So here we go. We got a little bit of a sear. I'm going to put these over here just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to sear all that flavor into the burger.
I recently became vegan.
Uh-oh.
So I'm glad that you bought...
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad that you bought veggie burger. But I must tell you, I need a little bite of
the meat. You got to have it, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you can't bring me on the show and announce your veganism
I know.
now.
Believe me.
All right.
This is like 1 month old. I'm adjusting myself.
Well, I hope the best.
Thank you.
So, all right, we're going to add sriracha to the mayonnaise, and then my little trick on this one is a little sweetened condensed milk to sweeten things up, right?
Why is it so thick?
Because that's how sweetened condensed milk happens. It's boiled down. Oh, we're just going to put that in just like that. Mix it around. See how red it's turning? It's nice and spicy, right? You want a little bit more? I heard you like spice.
It's good.
All right, so we're going to put a little arugula on the top, just like that.
Wow, that's really good.
It's really good, right? You can smell it. Spicy. All right, and then we're going to add a little bit of the sriracha mayonnaise on top.
This is the veggie burger.
That's the veggie one.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, let me just go where my instincts go as of right now.
I love it. Let's give it. Woo! Yeah. Honey, I'm proud of you. How's that taste? I'll take it from here. Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so, usually you go with sweet potatoes and fries for sides. So let me move you over here so we can do a little... Oh, you know what? I'll just move myself. All right, we're going to do a little bit of cherries over here, a little bit of mangoes, pomegranates, a little bit of lemon juice, black sesame seeds, and then Thai basil. We're going to mix this all around. This is what you tasted before. So I want to, freshen things up a little bit, keep it nice and balanced. This is also very acidic. It helps you digest your burger or your vegan burger. It's really good, right? So take that off.
You didn't make the vegan burger. Where'd you get this? What happened?
I did make the vegan burger.
All right, what's in here?
It's the magic of television. Just like that.
Okay, well...
It's probably got, like, black beans, vegetables in it.
It's very good.
Pattied up.
It's really good.
All right, we're going to wash it down with a little bourbon. You into that? Who's into it, yeah? Yeah. All right. We're going to do a little bourbon. We got a little bit of cherries. We have vanilla.
Wait.
Oh.
The cherries have pits.
No, they're pitted cherries.
Oh.
We're going to do a little bit of Coke. Check it out. We're going to put it right in here in the blender, and we're going to pulse it. We're going to act like it's pulsing.
Damn it, welcome to my messy show.
It's all right. Oh, there we go. We got a pulsing going on. All right, we're going to stop that.
Spike.
Here we go. All done.
This right here, this sauce,
that's the jam.
is the bee's knees.
The bee's knees.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Cheers
Wash
to a
it
new
down.
friend.
Yeah.
For more information on these recipes, go to wendyshow.com. Spike, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you pick up a copy of Spike's cookbook. It's called The Good Stuff. It's in stores now. Ask Wendy is next. Make your feed a little more fabulous. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for hot topic updates, candid pictures, and, of course, behind-the-scenes dish. Get in on the conversation today. I ate my way through commercial. Yum. Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? I'm Nancy from New Jersey.
Hi, Nancy.
A Jersey girl. I have a family friend who's just a little too friendly. A lot of times when we're at a family function, he'll lean in for, like, the kiss hello, and the hands start moving, and, you know, it's very uncomfortable.
Right.
And I can hardly get out of it, although my husband does try to run interference every once in a while.
Your husband knows about this but hasn't said anything?
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. My girlfriend has the same problem. I mean,
with the same guy?
Same guy.
Same guy.
Same guy. And it goes on, and it's very uncomfortable.
Why haven't you shut this down?
I've tried. I mean, how much more can you just...
No. You have to pull him aside and talk to him and tell him, look, this has been going on for way too long. You, Nancy, and you, Leslie, me and Leslie have the same problem with you. My husband knows all about it. I'm not going to put up with this for much longer. As a matter of fact, it stops now. And just talk to him and tell him that you're uncomfortable.
I just never thought to do that.
It's the obvious.
So uncomfortable.
It's the obvious answer, Nance.
I'm a pleaser. I try and, you know.
Well, you're from Jersey. Say it like you mean it. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, Nancy. Up next, it's time to play Race the Clock. Don't go far. Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Ellen from New Jersey. Wendy,
how you doing? How you doing, Jersey girl? Okay, look. Now, you have 30 seconds to get this correct, okay? We spoke about Caitlyn Jenner on Hot Topics. Caitlyn has 6 biological children. Name 3 of them and go!
Brody?
Yes.
Kendall?
Yes.
Kylie?
Yes! We're hooking you up with dinner for 2 at Philippe Chow here in Manhattan. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
I want to thank my guests and my co-host, my studio audience tomorrow from Sharknado 3. Ian Ziering and Tara Reid stopped by. And, of course, I got the Hot Topics. Come on now. Who you watching? I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.